Good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Rodali bringing to you the headlines first. India's food diversity is a dividend for global investors, says Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Bhutan king begins 3-day visit to Assam, offers prayer at Kamaikya temple. Ministry of Home Affairs agrees to include Garo language in proposed 8th scheduled language demand list. In Tripura, for the first time, women have been included in Tripura State Rifles. And in ICC Men's Cricket World Cup today, Netherlands sets a target of 180 runs for Afghanistan. And now, the news in details. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today stated that India's investor-friendly policies are taking the country's food sector to new heights. Inaugurating the second edition of World Food India 2023 in New Delhi, PM Modi stressed that India's food diversity is a dividend for global investors. The Prime Minister said food security is one of the key challenges being faced by the world in the 21st century. PM Modi highlighted that this is a golden opportunity for startups and companies in the food sector, and India has achieved remarkable growth in every sector of the food processing industry.
फूड वैरायटी देखते हैं, फूड डाइवर्सिटी देखते हैं, ये भारतीय महिलाओं की स्किल और नॉलेज का नतीजा है। अचार, पापड़, चीज, मुरब्बा जैसे कितने ही प्रोडक्ट मार्केट को महिलाएं अपने घरों से चलाती रही। भारत की महिलाओं में फूड प्रोसेसिंग इंडस्ट्री को लीड करने की स्वाभाविक क्षमता है। इसके लिए हर स्तर पर महिलाओं को कुटीर उद्योगों और सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप्स को जा रहा है। आज इस कार्यक्रम में भी 1 लाख से ज्यादा महिलाओं को जो सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप आती है, 1 से ज्यादा महिलाओं को ₹100 की सीड कैपिटल दी गई और अभी यहां उसको ऑलरेडी खाते में जमा कर दिया।
आज की बदलती हुई दुनिया में 21वीं सदी की सबसे
Vice President Jagdeep Dhankhar today underscored the paramount importance of achieving and upholding peace through a multifaceted approach combining ideation, advocacy, outreach, persuasion and dialogue, while also being vigilant and prepared. He also noted that being prepared for war is a pathway to peace, further emphasizing that a nation's strength stands at the most impactful defense and deterrent. In addition, he highlighted the significance of harnessing a nation's soft power and economic strength as integral components in enhancing the security environment.
Just one part of the pie. Indeed, a paradigm shift from the past. I would go to the extent of saying a massive paradigm shift where we have to bestow our total attention to find resolutions that can fit in the present environment. And what are these? Economic strength, diplomacy, an innovative military industrial ecosystem. Military, I emphasize, industrial ecosystem, a resilient supply chain architecture, critical materials, rare earths, scientific prowess, ideational acuity, a strong R&D base, private sector competencies in both capacity building and war fighting. These diverse pieces must all come together to create a robust power dynamic.
Bhutan King Jigme Khesar Namgyal Wangchuk today began his maiden 3-day tour to Assam with a visit to the famed Kamaikha temple atop the Nilachal Hills in Guwahati. Earlier in the day, the 43-year-old king of the neighbouring Himalayan country arrived at the Lokopriya Gopinath Bordoloi International Airport in Guwahati and was received by Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma, his cabinet colleagues and state government officials. Dr. Sarma welcomed the king with the traditional Assamese gamusa. The royal visitor greeted the Chief Minister and his cabinet colleagues with folded hands. From the airport, the king went to the Kamaikha temple where he was received by priests, Assam Tourism Minister Jayanta Malla Borua, senior officials of the state and the Kamrup Metro District Administration. Nagaland Governor La Ganeshan has summoned an emergent session of the 14th Nagaland Legislative Assembly on the 9th of November. In a notification, Secretary in charge of Nagaland Legislative Assembly Secretariat M.S. Crowe Tuono Rio said the governor has ordered the session to meet at 9 a.m. in the Assembly Hall at Kohima. The session is being called to discuss the new Nagaland Municipal Bill 2023. Nagaland Legislative Assembly Select Committee for Examination of the Nagaland Municipal Bill 2023 headed by Deputy Chief Minister and convener of the committee, T.R. Zeliang, held a meeting on Thursday at Rhododendron Hall, Police Complex, Chumo Kedima. The second and final day of the 7th session, part 2 of the 10th Assembly culminated today at the Sikkim Legislative Assembly, Gangtok. Sikkim Chief Minister Prem Singh Tamang extended his thanks to the Speaker Arun Upreti, Deputy Speaker Sanjay Lepcha for the diligent supervision of the systematically conducted session and the honourable members for their invaluable contribution. The Chief Minister also expressed his gratitude to the Chief Secretary, DGP, other officials for their dedicated roles and acknowledged the efforts of the Secretary, SLA officials and staff for their commendable work in successfully organising and hosting the session. In connection with the ongoing nationwide campaign on the use of digital life certificates among central government pensioners, an awareness meeting was held today at Rongia branch of State Bank of India in Kamrup district of Assam. In the meeting, Siddheshwar Chakraborty, Under Secretary of Department of Pension and Pensioners Welfare, top officials of State Bank of India included Satish Sharma, DGM, were present. Among others, resource persons present in the meeting elaborated the scopes of the digital certificates for government pensioners and how to download it from Google Play Store. Bank officials imparted a short training for government pensioners on this new pension certificate provision. The nationwide campaign will continue till 30th of November in 500 locations.
आया सर आया
भारत सरकार ने इस वर्ष 2024 में जीवन प्रमाण के द्वारा डिजिटल लाइफ सर्टिफिकेट लेने के लिए जीवन प्रमाण डिजिटल लाइफ सर्टिफिकेट 2.0 स्पेशल कैंपेन लॉन्च किया है, जिसमें इस बार 500 लोकेशंस में 100 शहरों में एक स्पेशल कैंप लगाए जाएंगे बैंकों के द्वारा, जिसमें डिफरेंट बैंक्स जो हमारे 17 पेंशन डिस्बर्सिंग बैंक्स हैं और पेंशन एसोसिएशंस हैं, UIDI और जो दूसरे डिपार्टमेंट पोस्टल वगैरह सभी इन्वॉल्व होकर के एक साथ में एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे आकर के जो हमारे पेंशनर्स हैं, फैमिली पेंशनर्स हैं, उनके लिए स्पेशल कैंपेन चलाएगी और जिसमें
A delegation of National People's Party leaders of Meghalaya with Lok Sabha MP Agatha Sangma, Speaker Thomas A. Sangma and Marcruise N. Marak held a meeting with the Secretary of the Ministry of Home Affairs in New Delhi today. Dr. Caroline R. Marak, President of Achik Literature Society and other members of Literature Society were also part of the delegation led by Agatha K. Sangma. The meeting was held to discuss and advocate for the inclusion of the Garo language in the list of demands for recognition under the 8th schedule of the Constitution. The aim of this meeting was to ensure that the Garo language receives its due recognition. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma, taking to his X handle, said that the MHA has now agreed to include Garo language in the list of languages demanding 8th schedule inclusion. In Tripura, for the first time, women have been included in Tripura State Rifles. Chief Minister Dr. Manik Saha today witnessed the passing out parade of TSRIR men and women new batch at KTDS Police Training Academy. The Chief Minister encouraged the new recruits to perform their duties with honesty, sincerity and devotion in service to the people. Taking to his social media handle, the Chief Minister said, quote, "This is the first time women workers join TSR force," unquote. Arunachal Pradesh Chief Minister Pema Khandu met students of the Department of Mass Communication Rajiv Gandhi University at his home today. Taking to his X handle, the Chief Minister said that the role of country's participation in development and social change can be a game changer. Khandu encouraged students to give importance on preserving the state's culture and indigenous languages. The Assam Rifles Inspector General's Conference 2023 was held at Headquarters Directorate General Assam Rifles in Light Corps, Shillong today. The conference was chaired by Lieutenant General P.C. Nair, PVSM, AVSM, YSM, PhD, Director General of Assam Rifles, and was attended by formation commanders, battalion commanders and staff officers of Headquarters DGAR and formations. The DG emphasized that the force should focus on the combat potential in conventional operations by means of regular exercises and rehearsals. A combined team of state and central forces recovered vehicles, guns and combat dress reportedly used by Kuki militants on Thursday. According to a police report, a joint team of state security forces conducted a search operation from 5 a.m. till 9:30 a.m. Thursday at the Mon-Fri, Sezang and Laikod village, which are around 1.5 km from More police station and located close to the Indo-Myanmar border. Acting on reliable input, the combined team of Special Commando, Thengnopal District Police, 5 IRB, Manipur Police, Commando More, 5 AR, BSF and the recently deployed additional commando forces conducted the cordon and search operations at the Mon-Fri and the adjacent villages of Sezang and Laikot. In ICC Men's Cricket World Cup, Netherlands set a winning target of 180 runs before Afghanistan at Ikana Stadium in Lucknow. Earlier, electing to bet, Netherlands were all out for 179 in 46.3 overs. For Netherlands, Sijbrand Engelbrecht scored 58 in 86 balls, while Max Odout made 42 in 40 balls. For Afghanistan, Mohammad Nabi scalped 3 wickets for 28 runs. Chasing the target, Afghanistan were 80 for 2 in 15 overs till reports last came in. In Meghalaya, the Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council on Wednesday paid tribute to the father of the 6th schedule, JJM Nichols Roy, on his 64th death anniversary. Speaking on the occasion, KHADC CEM Pai Miad Singh Siam said that strengthening the district council will be a befitting tribute to JJM Nichols Roy. He also recalled that the late Reverend Nichols Roy was a person who worked towards strengthening the powers of the autonomous district councils. Deputy CEMP and CM, veteran MDC Bindo Matthew Lanong also spoke on the occasion.
Nomor baru likely kita nak rekam jangka council ni kenduk lang ni, but next hamba lingba ki kubor ki banmi nak ni gaji kenduk ke berpang ni ki paipa kinsuku yaka.
Now the headlines once again. India's food diversity is a dividend for global investors, says Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Bhutan king begins 3-day visit to Assam, offers prayer at Kamaikha temple. Ministry of Home Affairs agrees to include Garo language in proposed 8th scheduled language demand list. In Tripura, for the first time, women have been included in Tripura State Rifles. And in ICC Men's Cricket World Cup today, Netherlands sets a target of 180 runs for Afghanistan. That brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.